Fire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Yeah, welcome back to the Bonfire, Sirius XM Faction Talk 103. I'm Dan Soder. Big J. Okerson in Los Angeles until next week. Well, he's going to be in Phoenix, Arizona for the Super Bowl. He'll be back on Tuesday. Dan St. Germain hanging out. Dan St. Germain shooting his new special, Brooklyn Comedy Club, March 2nd, 8 and 10 p.m. Go to Instagram at Dan St. Germain. Do you have a website, Dan St. Germain?
I do, danstgermain.net. You can get them on my website and shit. You can also get them on my Instagram in my bio. Could use a follow, guys.
Guys, could use a follow. Full crew in studio. Our Black King, the Black Tiger, Lewis Johnson. At home. Feeling a little sick.
That watermelon's really good.
Don't do that. He didn't say that. You know for a guy. I didn't say that. He didn't say it.
That watermelon's really good.
And he means it.
Rihanna's doing the halftime show. Jay gets to see Riri live. How f***ing jealous are you guys? Can you bring up the article I sent where Rihanna, she said...
She's like a hot baby.
Really?
Rihanna, like her persona.
Is a hot baby?
When she used to do those... There's really no way I can dig myself out of that
no,
comment.
I want to know what you meant by saying she's a hot baby.
Well, but she gets like her old... She would do
Would she like have a pacifier?
Just
taking
me taken away by the government.
Yeah, they go, get him out of here. Well, Rihanna said that a couple years ago. She was like, I couldn't talk about the halftime performance. She was like, I wouldn't do it. In fact, I think the quote she was interviewed by Vogue, and she said, I couldn't dare do that. For what? Who gains from that? Not my people. I just couldn't be a sellout. I couldn't be an enabler. There's things within that organization that I do not agree with at all, and I was not about to go and be a server to them in any way, a service to them in any way. The organization she referred to as the NFL. So she was basically like, NFL, and then the NFL. Then Jay-Z did that deal. This was probably before Jay-Z did that deal, because Jay-Z did a deal with the NFL where he was like, I'll help you with the halftime performance for the next couple of years. And I think that's why Dre and Snoop did it last year with Kendrick and Eminem. This year it's Rihanna.
Well, yeah, like last year was like a history of West Coast hip hop, right?
Yeah. And so I bet it was Jay-Z that was like, hey, Rihanna, the agreement with the NFL that Jay-Z made is a multifaceted and includes an initiative called Inspire Change that focuses on education and economic. Yeah. I get what $100 million dedicated to social justice. Sure. What did Jay-Z make on that deal? This is all the stuff.
I mean, I think you get. What do you think? Rihanna got like $8 million for this? Like how much?
Who? That Jay-Z got $8 million?
No, you think Rihanna? How much she got for this?
Oh, I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know what you make for a halftime of the Super Bowl, because like they got J-Lo and Shakira. You think that's gotta be at least $10 million each?
Shakira could use that money right now, so she doesn't have to go to jail.
Oh, why she didn't pay taxes?
Yeah. Why they all? That's why when you hear a celebrity may go to jail, but you don't know the story, it's always taxes.
If you're the judge, though, you're like, can I see your butt?
Can I just say that I sent Lewis the photo? Well, don't say what photos, but I'm just watching his reaction in real time right now.
Yeah. Right, Black Lou? Wait till Jay gets home. Wait till Papa Jay, because Jay will talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can wait. And honestly, I don't want to talk about it without him.
That's right.
Because what a gift.
Should we
Super
forward
gift.
those or save them?
No, I have them. Leave them to me.
The great thing about
you want to show Jay?
I'm the curator here.
And that's, I mean, it's you know what? It's going to be Jay's present next week. So
Yeah.
if you want to show him, you can show him. I bet you make like $10 million. What are they paying Rihanna?
I don't know. I pulled $8 million out of my ass, and I just realized that's because she hasn't done an album in 8 years. But I'm guessing it's $5 million. It's got to be like $5 million, right?
Also, I realized that was a vicious tease to our listeners about what Jacob's talking about. But I'm going to tell you right now. Once we talk about it, when we talk about it next week with Jay, you'll understand why we held.
Well, how about we throw out the email out there, so if anybody else wants to do it.
No. We don't. No, we're not going to give anything away.
Can't possibly be true. Look at this.
Rihanna is this year's halftime performer, despite "Bitch Better Have My Money" being one of her biggest songs. She won't receive any cash.
It's crazy.
The surprising truth is halftime performers aren't paid. Really?
I thought they were paid now. I guess they're not. Well, I guess they get such a big boost from iTunes or something like that. That's the... I don't know.
No, I bet it's because you're
It is. The
Everyone's
ultimate
watching the
promotion.
Super.
Yeah, it's the ultimate promotion.
It's the thing to do.
Yeah.
Where you're like, oh, if you're gonna promote anything.
Well, I was wondering, like, after Rihanna, who do they have left? You know, like that are like big enough to like. Because I was like, oh, Coldplay already. They already did Coldplay. Because you got to
They
find
can
that
run
like
someone
sweet
back.
spot. Yeah. Like I guess Lady Gaga could do it again or something.
Yeah, but the fact that you're not making any money is nuts.
They do have a crazy budget for this show, though. It seems like it seems
Well,
like
they have
can
to do it all-
whatever they want.
Well, here's the deal: they have to do it all in 30 minutes. They have to set up and take it down. And it's impressive when you're there and you see it.
Yeah, I bet.
Because
What's it like being at a Super Bowl?
It sucks.
That's what I imagine. It's not. Great.
It's not. Here's the thing: I'm assuming it's way better if you win. I've only been to one where you lose.
That's right.
That sucks. But before the game, like during the game and stuff, I didn't like it because it was in.
There's so many things that are more important than the actual game.
They're
on the
just
Super Bowl.
everybody's there. That's like works in tech or you know like they got company tickets and they're like Vikings fans.
Yeah.
You see so many random jerseys that you're like, why the f- are you here? This is the championship.
Yeah.
And then the people that are there from the teams that are have either cashed everything in to be there and they're hyper into it, or they're like the rich people that are just like, oh yeah, I like the Eagles.
Yeah.
Like I started my financial firm in Philadelphia, but we live in Los Angeles, and they're like, "Go Birds, go Birds!" And then you're gonna have people like
Any bird, Falcons, Eagles, whatever.
Hawks. I don't care. And then there's gonna be Jay, who's like, "They have to win. Don't talk to me." Like Jay and Shane are gonna be like, "Don't talk to me. I want to watch this game."
I got a feeling they're going to be good for a while, which is kind of a bummer as a Giants fan. But
Yeah.
That's the thing that sucks about this. Like, I can't root against the Eagles just because, like, every time I see Jalen Hurts interviewed, I'm like, this guy's like a cool guy. I wish he was my quarterback.
Yeah. Hey, you want to come over to the Giants?
Yeah, I get Daniel Jones with this freaking Friar Tuck haircut.
Dude, Daniel Jones has got school shooter face.
He does.
10. Guy looks like he's going to eliminate a nursing school. He's just got that faraway stare.
Yeah. Danny Dimes Lanza.
Yeah, where he's like, they're all going to pay, right?
But I don't know. I mean, I still
These are
Lamar
quarter-
Jackson to the Giants. I'm starting it now. Starting the rumor now.
Lamar Jackson to the
I
Giants?
don't know.
Get
It's
the
never
fuck
going to
outta
happen,
here.
but it'll happen.
Listen,
Maybe.
we still got a Super Bowl to play, but it really is. It's like you either root for your division rival, or you cheer for the Chiefs, and then you're going to see a happy Jackson Mahomes.
That's the thing, is I can't really. And also, just something about Patrick Mahomes' chicken and dumpling ass when he like runs up to the line of scrimmage, and it's just
love
there's so much ass, you know.
You just love it.
Maybe I do love it.
You just love his juicy butt.
We're doing a show. Show your ass.
Yeah, you're like, look at Patrick Mahomes.
You guys are all looking at like these
like-
up centerfolds. I'm sitting there looking
look at yeah.
that, like,
Oh, fuck
biscuits
yeah.
and gravy ass.
Scott Chaplain just showed up. He's gonna
Look
be
at
hanging
Patrick
out.
Mahomes' butt, though. Do we have a Google image on
Well,
that?
she's going to get
No?
Scott, but when she gets
okay,
back,
sorry.
I really want to see Mahomes' ass.
Let me just see it. Let me touch it.
Oh, can I touch your ass, Patrick Mahomes?
Please. Mahomes.
Lou, are you still having cold feet?
Mahomes is where my heart is.
Yeah, whatever you want to know. I'm ready to give for the show.
Here's the deal, Saint Germain. Both of us have publicly talked about our battles with alcohol.
Yeah.
Have you ever been pulled from a bar by a significant other? Have you ever been at a bar and your girlfriend or the girl you're dating comes and gets you at the bar?
No, she was usually already there. Not like there wasn't like a call for somebody, but I've had that. I've had people who have had to come and get me.
You've had people come and get you.
Yeah.
I've had
maybe one person. I don't know.
years ago. I had a girlfriend come to Barcelona bar while me, Nate, DeRosa, and List were drinking, and she was like, "Where the f- have you been?" And I didn't know we were supposed to hang out.
Yeah.
And this is like way before social media, and she just showed up at the bar, and I remember being like, "Hey," at first, and then seeing her face and being like, "Oh, I'm in trouble. I'm in big
How
trouble."
much longer did that relationship last after
Like
that?
a year. It went on for a while
there
after.
you
I
go.
mean, we got into she ended up being like, "You want to be at the bar? I'll be at the bar," and ended up getting drunk, and then meaner.
Yeah.
So it was worse. It was like taking home a bobcat.
Well, those are the two options. She's either like, I'm going to flirt or I'm going to be real mean.
Real mean.
Those
God,
are those two.
real
Those
mean.
were the two options.
She was drinking white wine and
Yeah.
just getting mean. And then I remember leaving and being like, "Why are you so mean right now?" And she was like, "Why did you miss out? You got DJ Lou. Did she come? The lady came and
Yeah, she found me at a bar, but
did you? And you didn't expect to see her.
yes, because she lives in Queens, I live in New Jersey, and I just said I was going home, which I did, But then I got a little bored, and I went to my neighborhood bar, which is 2 blocks away.
Yeah.
And I didn't tell her about it.
You didn't tell her, and then she showed up.
She tried to. She tried to catch me, but
You didn't drop a pin or something like that. That's usually how they get
How did
you.
she find you?
well, she sent me a screenshot of it. It looks like an Uber map. You've been here, and then now I know you're here. Oh, you like that one, Jacob?
Jacob thinks it's funny. Jacob thinks it's funny that you got tracked down. Joining the show, hanging out, our buddy from the Wrestle Roast podcast,
Oh man,
Scott Chaplain.
What's up, guys?
What's up,
Scott,
buddy?
you got a haircut, bro.
Yeah,
dude.
man, I did it myself.
Very military.
I love
Thanks,
it, dude.
dude. I wasn't going for that, but
Yeah, you got street artist head with that buzzed cut.
yeah.
You look pretty cool.
McVeigh sympathizer haircut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're going to tell us why Terry Nichols was right. Have you ever been pulled from a bar by a girlfriend?
Pulled from a bar? No, I got pulled from a Bruce Springsteen concert from a girlfriend.
What? She showed up to a
Yeah.
Bruce Springsteen concert?
Well, no, she tried to ruin it for us, and then I was like, it's like whatever the first song was,
How was she trying to ruin it?
I was like, she was just like pinching me on the way in. She was very rude. She got drunk before we went in.
There it is.
Jersey
I
girl,
knew
because down the shore everything's all right.
Me and bipolar on a Saturday night.
Wait, so she's
Exactly.
just like pinching you, and she's like, "You, I don't like the H
So
band."
yeah, she was pinching me a lot, and it hurt. Pinches break skin.
Was she doing this kind of pinch with your knuckles, or
No,
was
she wasn't
doing-
an orangutan.
She's like, "I'm gonna rip your fucking."
She pulled his dick
Yeah,
off
yeah.
and beat him in the head.
Yeah.
No, she was just doing these awful girly pinches.
For what reason? Just to be a.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dan.
I got a drunk bitch pinching me on the way in.
The screen door slammed right in my
I'd
face.
get so mad if she pinching me. I'd be like, "Stop it."
Well, so then I think I pinched her back eventually.
Damn, you're Dana White.
Yeah.
You're
Well,
Dana
no.
White.
No. Hold
You're
on.
Dana White.
Let's reverse this.
She slapped you. You slapped her. You're Dana White.
No. She pinched me, let's say, 100 times.
A 1
Not
to
100
100
times. She pinched me many a time.
So she was really
At
asking
the very
for it.
least, 11.
Yeah, what was she wearing?
15 times.
And then how did you
So then I
pinch her
pinched
back?
her back, and then I think she started crying.
Damn, dude.
And then
Just
I
like
said,
a woman.
Yeah, ladies,
yeah.
ladies, if you're dishing it out,
And then
pinches.
I said, tramps like us, maybe we were born to stop hitting me.
Was she when you pinched her back? Were you at the seats?
No, we didn't even get to the seats yet, And looking back at this is no representation of me, This is a young
No, it
man.
is.
Then maybe so.
It's a
maybe
very
so.
small sample size here
Yeah,
on the Bonfire.
maybe, at a time, and
Yeah.
time is cyclical, right, Dan?
Yeah.
You feel things like
Yeah,
that
whatever.
are at a creepy shows.
I know, dude. You're the
I
crowd,
like
dude.
creepy. It's never a good idea to defend how good of a guy you are by quoting True Detective, by the way.
Yeah.
He goes, by the way, have I been called a Yellow King? Absolutely. Do I make them do prayers before I murder them? So she's pinching you. Do you remember what started her pinching you? Was she like, do you know, something like that? Was it like one of those things where she was trying to be cute?
No, it was pretty much over, and she just had beef,
She just had beef with you. She
Yeah,
just
she
carried
had
it in.
beef, and on the way there, I remember her making joke. We went with her brother and his girlfriend at the time, and they respected what we were doing, God bless.
God
Bruce.
bless, yeah.
But she didn't care, like a whore in church.
She just is like Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, I guess, and so that's what happened.
I
And
get
so
it
then
if
when
it's a John Cougar Mellencamp concert, but not a Bruce Springsteen.
Yeah, Mellencamp is
yeah,
expendable.
no, for sure.
Dude.
I was born in a small town, though. I don't know. I think
I
that
was
would have brought
born
us
in a
together.
small town.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
45 minutes away from New York City, biggest town in the world.
When they, yeah, I know. You're in the East Coast. Shut up, Springsteen. You're not from the Midwest.
That was always weird. Like, he'd be like, we got to get out of this town. And I'm like, yeah, fucking New York City's 20 minutes away,
You're
bro.
looking at the Empire State Building
Yeah, what are you talking
from where
about?
you stand. Yeah, that's one of those ones where you left. How far into the concert did you leave?
Oh no! So that it didn't start yet, and then it almost, she wasn't gonna go in, and then I remember the first song started.
Were you like trying to push her in
know?
like a dog into a car? Yeah. She's like trying to
Yeah.
put her arms straight.
The first song started, and I remember her kind of, it all started melting a little, Yep.
No.
And I said, babe, we gotta get in there.
And she was like, I fucking
Yeah.
hate you.
And she
your
grabbed my
pinch."
hand, and it was like, it was like any of those movies where a man grabs a girl's hand and they run towards a thing, towards life,
Oh
right?
my God, you guys
life
did?
happening.
You're like,
That's
grab
what we
my
did.
hand and let's
Dan,
run.
you know what I'm talking about.
I know. I haven't run with a woman in a long time. I'll rascal with a woman. Put her on my lap and to the end of Officer and the Gentleman.
You go, babe, let me catch up.
And then it was his record concert. It was like 4.5 hours, and we loved all of it. Yeah, he did the Christmas one, and it was like in the summer,
And you had all those pinch welts on your body.
Yeah, but it feels good after a while.
You're like, oh, it's healing.
It burns.
Hurts every time.
Like cigarettes when you're in the back seat of the Wrangler.
Oh, dude, you were a living Springsteen lyric.
Dude, I was supposed to see the Killers in October, and it was like I had been on the road, I guess, a couple weeks with you and Michelle. So, we're like, we won't go see the Killers tonight. It's fine. That was the one Bruce came out.
No
and
way.
They sang Dustland Fairy Tale. And, you're the friend I call where it's like, oh, feel better. But I told Ari about it. He's like, oh, that was terrible. You missed one of the best concerts ever.
That was the most fun. Ari has no problem doing that.
Yeah, he goes, oh, what were you thinking?
He's like, you missed actually probably the best time ever that's ever been had. Up.
The Killers are coming to the Jersey Shore this summer, Asbury Park.
Atlantic
so Bruce,
City, right? Too.
Bruce may show up.
Bruce may show up there if he doesn't get a DUI.
Was it hot in this studio? Or am I getting food poisoning from my lunch?
Jacob probably did something since Jay's not here.
Jacob? Did you turn the heat up in here?
No, I didn't.
Christine, bump it down.
You see it's down.
Is it down?
Oh, hell yeah.
It wasn't way
It
up.
was way up, wasn't it? Can I tell you
Nonsense.
Can I tell you where I had a little bit of a loose lunch, so I'm kind of feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
Like there might be a dump coming.
What you do? Some sort of pulled pork?
My manager bought me lunch. I got salmon because I got greedy, and I knew it was
Salmon shouldn't make
Salmon's
you
a
shit.
good choice.
Salmon's a great choice, but here's what the thing: I have to. That's clear. I started sweating, and so that whole time Scott's telling that story, I'm like. And I'm like, I can feel it, the sweat gathering on my forehead, and I'm like, am I about to throw up and shit on their show? As he's telling the story, I thought I was just gonna be like, blah! And just you're like, yeah,
Let's all go
You
shit.
have
Jay
to go
was-
during the break then.
what's that?
You got to do it during the break. Then.
Yeah, but we got 30 minutes
Yes.
till a break.
Okay.
I
So I did.
respect what a professional you are.
Well, I just wanted to know if the studio is hot or if I was about to be in a lot of pain
Can I
this
To
evening.
do a shit. Yeah.
It is a little hot. Even I'll
I mean,
say
I'm
it.
sweating. Are you sweating?
No, I'm not, and I'm much more unhealthy than you are, so that's
Damn, dude.
not a good sign.
I'm trying to figure out what the f- is going on. DJ Lou, we're not avoiding this situation.
It's over. We talked about it. It was a great
No.
conversation. We're
We
done
didn't
now.
start it.
So when did you find out she came to the bar? When she showed up at your house?
I don't know.
Were
When
you
did
hammered?
you realize she was enemy of the state in you, Lou?
I knew she was coming after me because she kept sending me thousands of texts and calls
And she was giving up your location.
saying that I know you're a liar because I know you were with Andy Fiore the night of the Christmas show.
Oh, Andy Fury, that guy just knee deep in pussy.
Yeah, if you're out with him, you're
That's
up to
like
no
it's not
good.
like you shouldn't be scared. You weren't out with Nelly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're out with Bigfoot.
Hanging out.
You're out meeting the Hendersons or whatever. What is that?
Harry and the Hendersons.
My mom just died, by the way.
All right.
Sad,
Jesus,
sorry,
Saint,
sad.
that was the
She
most.
died last week. I don't know what it.
Saint
just
Germain
comes
is,
out of my head.
is just so great at doing that. We go, Harry and the Hendersons. He goes,
Polio.
You know the lady that played the mom just died.
The trees in that forest aren't doing well, actually. The bees
They
stop pollinating.
They chopped down everything that was around that house.
She sends me a screenshot of it looks like an Uber map of you were here and now I know you're here with a line connecting them.
And there was
you
your
dropped
house
the
to
pen,
the
bro.
bar.
And it was true. Yeah.
And that was exactly the way.
How the fuck is she doing
You
this?
or her dropped a pin on the phone and you haven't taken it off, and that's how she's able to do it. Because I know a girl who used to do that too with an ex.
Wait,
It's
hold
a
on.
sharing location.
It's a sharing
because I know
location
couples
thing.
that
But he
share
tur-
locations all the time.
But he turned his sharing location off, didn't you?
I didn't turn my locations off, but is that the key?
yeah.
That's the thing.
So she gets an app and she types my number into it and she can find me wherever the f- I want to be.
No, I don't know. Is that true?
No,
It's, you have to share them with each other. You have
I-
to go into your phone.
Wait.
I'm just picturing her at one of those like black and green computers where she has headphones on and she's like, and it's just Lou as a red dot, and it's like a bar in his house. She's like, boop, 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 and then it goes off and she goes,
Goes dark.
She goes, oh, Adios mio. We lost him. He is off the chart. Where is
at
he
least
off
you know
the
she
grid?
likes you, man. That's great.
Yeah, that's love, man.
I've never felt such love.
Yeah, they are, but their relationship is like a Rihanna song. They're
Lewis
just
has tracking information.
Black Lou. You got tracking information?
I worked with Lou on this. We tried to figure it out. He has never signed in to find my iPhone. All the prompts kept popping up like, "Oh, this is your first time. Hey, welcome." We tried. You can share location through text message.
Yeah.
That's what my wife and I do, so she can see where I am and where she's at.
Yeah.
That wasn't done either. So, to be honest, I don't know how.
Can
Did
we
she
rub
put a chip on you?
Yeah, can we rub your body for a find?
Yeah, do you tweet a lot? Do you?
No.
Do you feel any
How
bumps
does
under your
she?
skin?
What is the map?
Wait,
What
she
is-
can find me from Twitter? Timeout.
I don't know.
She can find my location. No. Okay, I see what you're saying.
No,
Right.
I think sometimes though it says it. No.
Yeah, it might do geolocations. Do you? What's the map that shows where you are? Like, what was the picture? Can you show me the picture?
I can't because I deleted the whole thread because she was ruining my good time while I was at the bar without her trying to have
Oh,
a
I
fucking
love
good
that.
time.
You deleted it like it was a ghost.
I ignored 23 calls in a row, and I'm talking to people at the bar. I'm like, that's my girl. She loves me.
The crazy thing is they really think
23 is like you should have met her for dinner or taken her to the hospital and she needed a ride.
it's like if I have free time, do you think I'm going to use it planning an affair? You know what I mean? Like I'm going to go get drunk at TGI Fridays. I'm going to like do the least amount of work.
Who the f wants me?
I mean, apparently a lot of people because you're out here getting bugged.
I
like
mean, it's
you're a
flattering.
fucking-
The whole thing's very
like
flattering.
you're a drug mule, and you haven't figured out. Black Lou, you weren't able to figure out how.
Just like she finds images of him passionately kissing Andy Fury.
Yeah, I knew it. I knew that furry twink was going to take my man. I knew that. Yeah, he's not a bear. You've met
I
him.
knew
He's
that Dan St. Germain on a couple salads was going to get
Yeah. So she just sent you that and was like,
I know what you're up to.
Did-
She didn't
"Did
say she
that
was on
make
the
you?
way.
Did that make you scared?"
No. I mean, I wasn't doing anything wrong.
If Katie was like, "Here's where you've been on the last block," I'd be like, "What are you doing? What the fuck are you doing? How
Yeah,
are
I'd
you?"
like retrace. I'd be like, oh, I bought a Crunch Bar on
Yeah.
6th,
Son of a bitch,
a
there's-
Kit Kat on 7th.
I think she's tapped into the street lights. I think she's watching me with these cameras.
But it's also like New York, so there's like like you could have a Chick-fil-A and then there's just a whorehouse above it. You know,
Sure.
So it's like everything is just stacked here anyway.
So you didn't ask her after, so she doesn't show up at the bar.
No, she shows up at my house waiting for me to return home.
Oh, what?
wow,
After
that's
the
crazy.
ignored 23 calls?
Oh, yeah.
All
No,
right,
she
I
probably
can't
followed
support
you
this
most of the
anymore.
night and then got to your place before you did.
Wait, you think she was a stakeout?
She Ferris Buellered it back to your house
Yeah, she's like,
after
"Get
following you all night.
After following her, she's
Yeah.
like, go, 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 go,
Yeah.
go, go, go.
That's a little much.
Damn.
Wait, she was
That's a
out
little
in front
much.
of the house, arms folded, waiting for you?
She was across from my bed, sitting at my desk, twiddling her fingers like a villain.
She was in the house.
Did she have a rolling pin? Did she chase you around
How did
while the
she-
Betty Hill theme music played?
It's just him, and then she's chasing his brother because he's
The
a
dots
twin.
are going all over.
He's
Yeah,
got an
that's right.
identical twin. So fucking Benny Hill Hall thing would be great. Did Will let her in?
Yes, but he didn't want to talk to her, so he said, I have COVID. I can't talk to you. You're on your own. Go ahead. Go in his room.
Dude, that's so fun. Does there ever a moment where Will answers the door and she thinks it's you? Where she's like, stupid, oh, where have you been? And he's like, it's Will. That way, when you were drunk and you showed up, you should have gone, it's Will again. And she goes, I know he's in his room with COVID. And he's like, that's him.
Did she really read you the riot act when she's pissed?
I was so surprised that I think I came out strong. And
How did
Well,
you greet
slow
that?
down. How did
Shows up, just hits her right in the face.
He punches her. and he's
Tracking
like,
me.
this is so film noir? How did she break the news that she was in there? Did a light switch just go on?
Yeah, I've been waiting for you. Just the ember of a cigarette.
He's like above, like the Exorcist lighting.
She goes, hola, Lou. Where have you been?
Paint the picture, Lou.
I don't really want to say that much more.
Okay. All right. You've given us enough that you came in and she was at home waiting for you. Is
Did you
terrifying.
jump at all, or he told you? You walked in, he's like, hey, she's here.
Yeah. Did Will prep you? Was Will like.
Oh, actually, he tried to warn me, but I ignored all calls because I was doing shots of tequila.
Oh, boy.
Oh,
Fuck everybody.
Yeah.
It's Sunday night.
Oh my God.
2 a.m.
That is the most delicious shot you can have, though.
Yeah.
It really is.
No
Well,
consequences.
let's calm down. There's a lot of consequences.
Now there are.
Who's got a better? Which Dan has a better handle on his sobriety? You're like, there's consequences. I'm like, but the taste, exquisite.
It tastes to me like new opportunities.
Agave me.
Agave.
Agave.
Did you? Did you guys fight until early in the morning? If you come home at 2 o'clock on a Monday morning, God, your neighbors must you.
No, they're loud. They deserve what they get.
Are they loud?
What kind of loud
Are they loud?
Here's how loud she is.
Trash Jersey.
She's deaf and she can't hear herself being so loud. So
That's
fuck
like
her.
the biggest. That's the best reason to be loud.
Not for me, it's not.
She goes, I'm sorry. Is there a problem with me?
Yeah.
Weaving her.
Somebody help!
She goes, Lou. She goes, Lou, I have to listen to music by feeling it on the ground.
This dumb bitch left her walker in the elevator again. So
Lou
inconsiderate.
Goes, oh, she's sitting there acting like she can't hear me. And she goes, I think you and your girlfriend are in a toxic relationship. Sometimes I can feel you guys yelling.
He thinks there's a party, but it's just a New York Cares volunteer giving her a hot meal.
Yeah. He goes, this bitch is loud. And she goes, without you, I wouldn't eat. You're a lifesaver to me. And then Lou's like, oh, shut up. She's loud as shit, too.
Well, listen, she has like the biggest TV you could have. I don't know, the size of this wall. Her and her husband.
Shout out, dude. Good
And they
job.
play that like 2 o'clock at night, 2 a.m. every night, cranking it, and it's vibrating my place.
You're describing Jay and Christine's house.
Yeah.
Plus, they just had
They have a wall TV that they blare.
2 new kids who also must be deaf because the TV is still cranked at all hours to maximum.
What?
So I'm like, these kids can't hear.
What?
It's like Queen at Wembley. Or
Yeah, dude. That's fucking...
Hey,
That's their call outs.
Yeah.
So when she comes home, do you guys have a blowout fight when she's like when you walk in, you're like, I'm gonna go on offense first.
Yes, super blowout fight.
So you brought the ruckus. You walked in and you're like, why the fuck are you here?
We're going to Puerto Rico tomorrow, and I definitely canceled that trip in my first sentence.
Oh wow.
Wait, you're going tomorrow?
Yeah.
Till Monday?
Yeah. See.
Maybe we should have waited till next week to tell the story.
I've been telling you this.
No,
I
man.
can't believe-
it's solid that you're doing this. Lou.
I
respect
was
you.
wrong. I mean, she's creative. She's a super spy. I don't know what to do.
I mean, it is crazy. She's got you tracked like you're fucking Buffalo.
I mean, it's good though. You're on vacation with her. It seems like she'll get you in a bad.
Dude, it'd be so
situation.
funny if you just
Tag on your ear.
Dude, if Lou just turned around, there's a yellow tag behind his ear. He goes, I have no idea she's following me. I got zero idea. And she's like, boop, boop, boop. He's going to his watering hole again. Boop.
The fact that
she's just sitting there like, if he bleeds, he can die.
Yeah.
so how the fact because we all know Michelle and detest.
Hey,
each
why don't you
other.
give her last name, Jacob?
I didn't give her last name.
I mean,
Wolf.
dude, she's been on the
We've
show.
said our name
Obama?
100 times already.
Michelle Wolf just goes,
Lou, I'm sick of you drinking.
I put a tracker on you.
yeah. That was like Jerry Wolf. That was like Seinfeld Wolf. Where he's like,
What's the deal with Lou getting drunk?
Imagine Seinfeld's material with Michelle Wolf's voice.
Oh
That
my
would be
God.
Jerry Wolf.
yeah, she goes,
The tiny soaps. Why do they make soaps that big?
Oh my god.
when you guys fought like that, was it cool by the time you went to sleep?
Very cool.
I don't believe that. Oh.
Oh, you said
You made up
you
an-
awake the neighbors.
I
Straight
think-
up
I
penis
think
in a
that's-
vagina, folks.
Yeah, he did do that. And
Passionate.
also,
Man, that must
that
have
is a
been
passionate thing.
passionate.
They absolutely have that fight where she goes like this. I'm sick of you going. He goes, yeah? She goes, yeah. And they do that thing where he goes, yeah, what are you going to do? And she goes, what are you going to do? And they go, you know what I mean? He goes, you shouldn't have been following me. She goes, you shouldn't have been drinking. He's like, you shouldn't have been following me. You shouldn't have been drinking.
You make me drink.
Oh.
Make me follow you.
And then his clothes coming off.
You're like, I don't think Puerto Rico should be a state.
And they're like, oh, I'm going to annex that. And then next door they go, look like they're making up.
yeah.
I can feel it in the wall. They do that. They do the side. They go, look like they're having fun. Look like they're hardcore.
Yeah. I gave the sign to break, not the sign.
Yeah. That's the break sign.
Yeah, you guys.
That's our new break sign, by the way.
Buns.
And from now on, that's our break. Hey guys, we gotta go to break. God, get it in there. Yeah, dude, going psycho. At least she didn't do it at the bar. That would have sucked for you if she would have came to your neighborhood bar and blown up your spot. That would have sucked.
Well, she did. I went to 2 bars because one I had to do
Jesus
a Super Bowl
Christ,
pool. I had to do a Super Bowl pool, but she
right.
was her.
You did not have to. Nobody has to do a Super Bowl.
Yeah,
pool.
nobody.
That's something I learned. Never. I just knew. Actually, you just know that.
Also,
you know?
the thought of
no one
Lou,
even has to tell you.
The thought of Lou hammered on tequila at his bar. He goes, "What time is it? 1:15? I gotta go do my Super Bowl picks." You just black out on tequila.
I don't even gamble, but I had to do a Super Bowl pool. But she's a little bit behind on her technology because she was at
Doesn't
my first.
sound like it.
She was at my first bar an hour after I was already there. Shout out Whiskey Road.
Do you think she touched the ground and tasted it? She went. He was here an hour ago. She goes. The cigarette box still warm. Lou is close by.
Now he won't get far on foot.
She was just running. That's so funny. Her coming to your bar after you were there. This Porolo tequila. That was Lou.
She sent me a picture of the empty bar saying, like, and with no caption to say, like, hey, I know you were here, but you're not here now. And then, so she just missed me at that bar, and then she just missed me at the other bar by an hour. I think she got upgrade her system or something.
Wait, so she's an hour behind you at the first bar, and then you leave the bar, but she's an hour behind you, but then how is she at home? How is she at your home?
I don't know how I slipped her.
She's like a dog catcher in a kid's movie.
Yeah. She's like all befuddled.
She just decided, I know where he's going to end up eventually. And I got to say, man, she and Will detest each other. So the fact that she just went there and said, let me in, and he's like, all right.
Yeah.
They
What a
don't
scene
get
that
your
must
brother
have
and
been.
her don't get along that well.
No.
They did a predator handshake. Will opened the door and went, "You son of a bitch." He goes, "What's wrong, Michelle? Tracking Lou got you pushing too many pencils."
I actually can't imagine you because every time I've seen you drunk, Lou, you've been very pleasant, but also like very like it almost feels like the end of an emotional movie. Whenever I've seen you
That's
drunk.
a very astute observation
Like,
on
you
DJ
know at the end
Lou.
of planes and trains and automobiles when they're like, "Well, I learned a lot along the way." Me too, Errol. And then you hug.
Yeah.
Like that's like, there was a moment I had at Moon Tower that was exactly like that with Lou, where I was
Really?
like, I just want to say, really nice to see you. Nice to see you too, Lou. And then we hugged really hard. Yes. And I'm like, I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Hey,
What am I doing?
you probably saw him later that night at the goddamn comedy jam.
I attach a lot of meaning to things. I make everything more meaningful than it should be.
He goes, "Hey, you know that
Every
match?
time you go away." It's like started playing. And
I don't want
walking away.
to. I don't want to weird you out, but you let me use your lighter. And, that was the spark I needed to go down a better road.
It was literally like that scene in The Wrestler where like Marissa Tomei goes, "I'm here. I'm really here." You know, and then I walked away and I'm in love with Lou. What's going on?
Dude, you and Lou, you leave your wife, and Lou leaves Michelle for each other. But I'll tell you what,
an angry Sicilian and Puerto Rican running around.
I know I can't smell, but I wouldn't want to walk into that room after these two had sex, after gay sex between Dan and Lou.
I bet actually, I know to our defense, I don't think it would be that smelly.
You don't?
I think it would be just a casual 69 and let's watch a movie.
Dude,
Some unload.
Damn, dude, knowing someone, there's another comedian that I wrote on her pilot, which you can piece together who it is. It's Rachel Feinstein.
There you go.
Her boyfriend had a tracking thing on her phone.
No.
And it was like,
Not the firefighter.
No. That's her husband. No, this is an
It's the
ex-boyfriend.
cop.
No, it was it was the Coast Guard member. She
Scott Peterson? I don't know if you knew.
But we spent Giannis, Sam Morrill, and I spent a day trying to find out how the he was tracking her. We couldn't do it.
It was kind of like this. Yeah.
It was like
Not with the crack detective team of Giannis and Sam Morril.
and me.
I don't know what's happening.
It
She's
was all deep voices.
Like, are you pissing on stuff on corners?
It was
Cut to like just a toilet paper just attached to Sam's ankle.
Yeah, it was two Batman voices and a Marisa being like, "That's it. That's how it's tracking you." But dude, we couldn't figure it out. And then it was like, you know the young hot girl in 30 Rock where they always like, she helps out with all the technology. That's exactly what happened. The writer's assistant was like this 21-year-old girl, and she's like, hold on, let me see your phone. And she was like, here it is. And she found it, and the app was like hidden from the home screen.
Oh, that's
because you can hide apps from the home screen. You have to like, unless you search for them. And we found it. We're like, oh, fuck.
She just installed some weird app on her phone.
Yeah. And then it was like saying about where she was, similar to this, where she was like, I knew where you were. And we were like, that's crazy.
That's it? You think Lou has a weird app?
Maybe that's like hidden. No, Black Lou's saying no. Black Lou, why not?
We searched. I think she's a federal agent, honestly. But Lou and I searched for everything, every possible way that she could be doing that. And
not even a hidden app. Not even like hid from the home screen.
You can't really hide from the home screen. You
Maybe
can always
she
find
was.
it.
Was she like calling the bartenders of the bars and asking?
She's done that.
She has done that?
What? And they're like,
have you been at the bar when she's called?
Yeah, no, but my brother, she's called his bar, and
she's like, "Hola, mi nombre is," to a guy voice. Is your sexy brother there?
is Mike Ox speaking?
Yeah, he's Mike Oxby. When he called,
they figured out it was her.
How did they figure it out? Was she prank phone calling?
She called and didn't answer. I guess, I don't know, Star 69 still work?
Damn,
I don't know.
That's hilarious. He's like, hey, Lou, your girlfriend called and went silent on us.
She called 10 times. And then
to the bar?
All right, I love you, Michelle. Stop. Let's stop. Let's everybody. We got to go to Puerto Rico.
Damn, you guys got a passionate relationship. You guys are just going to go to Puerto Rico and for 5 days or just fight the entire thing. Fight then. How much calories do you guys take in a day? You have to have like a 6,000 calorie diet to fight the amount that you guys do.
Let's just hope it's a good vacation.
Oh, it'll be a great one. The weather will be nice, I'm sure.
Dude, if Lou comes back alone next week,
I'm gonna FEMA
and he's like,
with this girl,
and then I just know Jay will ask the right series of questions where Lou is like, I don't know, she went into the ocean, she didn't come out. Fucking asking questions. Sometimes the sea just eats people, you know. I don't know. We was fucking swimming. I was drinking. I look back, she ain't swimming no more.
What's the plan for Puerto Rico? What are you guys doing down?
Fight, dude. We were just talking about
Murder me on the beach of San Juan.
Oh my god, dude! If she does it, where it's one of those deaths where she stares at her bloody hands. Look what you made me do, Lou.
Then we really got to figure out the tracker. Like, if we can't find him, we're like, no, she knows how to find him.
Well, then all of us are character witnesses.
I think in the Dateline, Lou's the one who dies. Yeah. Lou has a very friendly photo face for a Dateline episode.
Okay,
right up top.
Pon the DJ. That's the name where he goes. Keith just being like, he was behind the board, but he wasn't in control of his own life.
Perhaps things got too spicy?
Yeah. Sometimes alcohol can make fires rise.
The beautiful beaches of San Juan couldn't hide the fact that something was very wrong in the Witzke household.
Sometimes vacations can turn into nightmares. The body was found when Will, his twin brother, called, saying that he hadn't returned.
Me and my wife, we watch Dateline all the time, and then they'll have like they'll talk about the murder, and then they'll just jump cut to the murder scene where it happened, and Keith Morrison will just be like sexily draped on the wall, being like, and this is where the head hits.
He goes right here.
He like walks like beautifully.
Yeah, he goes, over a pound of blood was found in this very spot. Do you want to see it? Do you want me to pull it out of my jeans?
And then sometimes he'll like.
Do you want me to make? Do you want me to make you feel beautiful?
There's this one woman who got like another guy to kill another guy because they were all dating. And
yeah.
So she was like, and then I did this, and then like they would cut to Keith's voiceover to be like, poor stupid Candy.
Yeah.
He was like shitting on her in the voiceover.
That stupid bitch was gonna get caught, and she had no idea.
Poor old haggard Sandy.
Yeah, with her weird sandbag tits. Scott Chaplain, Dan St. Germain, both on the Wrestle Roast, hanging out. Big J in Los Angeles, Then in Phoenix, but he'll be back on Tuesday. Hopefully in a very good mood if the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Kansas City Chiefs. Check out Wrestle Roast with St. Germain, and then also check out Out for Smokes with Scott Chaplain and Mike Racine and Sean McCarthy. All three hilarious. Dan St. Germain is taping his new comedy special at Brooklyn Comedy Club March 2nd, 8 and 10 p.m. Adrian Iapolucci and Anthony DeVito are going to be there. Tickets, go to Dan's Instagram at Dan St. Germain or go to danstgermain.com.net, danstgermain.net. Big J going to be in Nashville, St. Louis, and I almost had it, and Louisville. BigJComedy.com for tickets. I'll be in Vancouver February 24th and 25th. 24th, buy tickets to those Friday shows. 25th almost sold out. So make sure you get tickets. Vancouver. After that, Salt Lake City, Toronto, and Buffalo. DanSoder.com for tickets. We'll be right back, hanging out. It's the Bonfire. Michelle, don't be mad.
And now, back to the Bonfire with Big J. Okerson and Dan Soder.
Dan St. Germain, and we got Scott Chaplain hanging out from the Wrestle Roast podcast, which you should download. If you like professional wrestling, absolutely check it out. It's hilarious, and they're both insanely great roast joke writers, so it's fun. They roast a different wrestler every week. DJ Lou, before the break, what'd you do, Jacob?
Forget about it. I sent it to some stranger. I don't know.
No, what are you
What's your
talking
name?
about? No.
Wait, what?
Oh, God.
No.
Wait, Jacob, what happened?
He forwarded the picture.
He committed a crime.
Said his name. I've never had anyone else but his address, his email address.
Wait, hold on. Who did you send it to?
Who this?
Oh, no.
It's, by the way, through a LinkedIn profile.
You just send random nudes to a random guy.
Yeah, to a random man, the
Honestly,
president
though,
of Syria.
There's a 50% chance he'll be fine with it.
Also,
know?
you're
And-
welcome. And by the way, these are absolutely pictures that have been used before because the file name is Snapchat. So
Okay, so you have to send another message saying, "This is my goal for the surgery."
no, that's great. Or go, I want you to my gentle ass.
yeah. Say, "These titties, but my butt."
No, but I sent this through my
Say
work
that.
email.
Or you
just write back now. You.
yeah.
Like,
You
get
can't.
naked.
You got to make it
Right.
about you.
No, but I sent it through my work email.
This is the.
Oh no.
Well, here's the deal.
I'm
And
allowed-
Things
hold
are
on.
about to get serious.
Here's the deal.
Hey, that's
You
fine.
didn't.
Hey, now.
I did.
That's not wrong.
I got you. I did.
Here's the deal. And
I
we will,
sent it.
a little
I'm allowed
bonfire.
to. It is work.
I know we're going to talk about it next
Shit.
week. I'm going to talk about it
Damn it.
next week, but we're going to give a little bonfire context so you guys don't feel like that. A fan sent in nudes that we know Jay will really love. Jacob enjoyed them.
She's wearing nothing but fingerless gloves.
And Jacob was
God.
going to forward them and then gave the wrong email address. You were forwarding them to Christine to show to Jay, and then you typed in the wrong email address.
Chris, and now it's Chris.
Identical name, and it went to some stranger that I have no idea the is.
It's a very common name.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
Bergman Gooduff, the guy.
He's like, your grandfather was a pervert, and so are you.
Yeah, but
I mean, we'll talk
She
about it
needed
next.
some fur on
We'll
her.
talk about it next week. But there is nothing worse than sending something that you're like, you can't get it back. Where you're like, no.
Dude, what if like
We've
whoever
all
he
had
sent it
that.
to like just like wished on a well, you know?
And you're like, oh, thank you.
Like I wish some titties
Yeah,
just fell into my pocket.
Oh, look at that.
I can't retrieve an email.
No.
I don't know, but I'm still waiting on the one you should have originally sent me if you knew how to type.
Oh, I was saying Christine to cover, but all right, it was sending to you. You fuck.
Yeah, is there a way to like?
Why
go
did
through
you?
your
doing?
email?
What are you doing? Thank you.
Also-
Christine and I just looked at each other like, "What are you doing?"
Also,
I was
like,
just
during the-
covering for you,
also,
and then,
yeah,
and then he's like,
During the break, we're like, how can we get Lou out of this trouble with his girlfriend? He goes, where's my titty pic? As soon as we get back, we're like, well, I guess he's going to himself, so who gives
he goes, "I get real fussy unless I get my titty pics." And then we come
Guys,
on
you're
air.
really blowing up my spot here. He's like talking out of two.
That
That's so
was
bad.
bonkers, dude.
I didn't realize. I just thought he was trying to
Show
send it
me
to
the
her
truth.
too.
Jacob is just, he's
Well, if Big Jim-
rough right now. He's in a rough
If
spot.
Big Jim is listening, I mean, we're allowed to because it's work related, but I didn't realize I was sending it to somebody outside the company.
Well, look who that guy is.
Now I'm sending it to the real person.
Man, what if his wife sees him and then
Oh my
and
God.
then that breaks up their marriage?
Oh, you just got somebody in trouble.
Jacob, you just got someone in trouble.
No, I don't think you could identify those that picture as somebody.
I mean, you could definitely say titties. Like if it's like somebody's
Yeah,
wife.
but think about the world of titties, and
There's
then
a
you go
lot of
like, "That's
titties.
her
There's a
lot of
titties."
titties out
There's
there.
so
There
many
is no
titties.
face in that?
No, there's no face.
She
There's no
wrote
face in
hi
any of them?
Jacob
There's
on
no
the
face.
underboob.
Yeah.
Hey, fine.
Let's add a face actually and send
Oh,
more.
let's add Lou's face.
Yeah.
He goes, you like what you see?
Yeah.
This is why she follows
Oh
me
my God.
around.
The only way to save
That
this
is-
to make it a bit. Yeah.
That is, he goes, hey. I will say, and Christine, and we were all talking about this on off air, her calling you 23 times and ignoring that is a problem.
Yeah,
I disagree. That's Michael Jordan.
Black Lou,
number.
what do you got?
I just wanted to say real quick before Lou left for Puerto Rico that Lou, you've been a great mentor to me. I love you.
Okay.
And if I never see you again, man, I just want to say thank you. You're the best guy on the board at SiriusXM. You've been great, man.
And
It's
that's
I
kind
love
of
you.
hard with you not around.
Yeah.
Next
In a week, there will only be one Lou, no black or white Lou.
Yeah. You go, Black Lou, you are now, we christen him, you are now just Lou. You are now Lou. Jacob, you still thinking about your mistake?
Yeah, I mean, I sent titty pics from my work
To a guy named Lou.
But it's the exact name.
He goes, the guy goes like, he goes, what are they, what's going on here?
It was
I mean,
an
what a cool random email to get.
honest mistake.
We've gotten some
You know.
titty pics that wouldn't be so cool to receive randomly. These, you're like, all right, hey.
And they'll probably go to spam.
Yeah, good call.
How did it come up when you were typing?
Yeah,
out
show me
the-
again.
Came
I
up
don't
Show
get
me
it,
again how you
wasn't in your-
forwarded it.
Whiskey.
Show it to me.
I've never had this happen because I
Show
send him
me how you-
emails all the time.
Show me how you forwarded it. Let's get in here. I'm gonna
I
go
think
right
someone
in here.
hacked the mainframe. This is what I
Good.
tell my girlfriend.
Good stuff.
Someone hacked the mainframe.
What's funny is his name is, in quotes, Lou Witzke.
That's the thing
like,
that I
it's
didn't
like,
pick up
like
on.
it's like a nickname. Like he's like, I go by
Oh,
Lou
so it's a
Witzke.
dude. He's having a good time and he's getting some titty pics.
Yeah.
He
God
got a
bless
random.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It rained on his crop on a Wednesday.
Yeah, dude. He just ordered Domino's. It's Wednesday. He's about to watch AEW Dynamite,
He
dude.
goes, this guy couldn't get much better. He goes, hold on, I got an email. Who's Jacob Batat?
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
like,
there's,
the elite are defending the trios titles.
Yeah.
And I got some titties in my lap.
Jacob has luscious breasts.
What's funny is it does have your name and all your info at the bottom of it.
Yeah, that's what I'm upset
It
about.
legitimately says
Oh, no.
Jacob
Your
Batat,
P.O.
and then,
box.
and then it says all.
Social
Oh,
Security.
this is all-
Program director.
Yeah,
well,
he's gonna get a call and he's like, "Hey man, I got those titties you sent me. Are
Well,
there
I mean-
more?"
You're going to go start getting Christmas cards every year?
He goes, "This guy just brightened my life. I was gonna blow my brains out, and then I got those sweet tits in my inbox."
Yeah, walking to the middle of the that bridge. What's
Yeah.
that story?
Oh,
If one person shows me their tits, I won't jump. Just the most sexist.
It's a Wonderful Life.
Nobody show me their tits, and they jump off the.
Well, I don't really have a
Golden Gate
reason to
Bridge.
live. I haven't seen fat tits in forever.
Yeah.
I haven't. The last couple of weeks, this guy's been. He got a wrong number. And he keeps texting me like, "See, I'm at the bar. Where are you?" And he gave me like 3 of those in a row. And I'm like, "Hey, man, I don't think this is the right day." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I think you're right." And I was like, "That's so humiliating to be like an alpha dude. Like,
Yeah.
like this guy's gonna party. What? Oh, he gave me the wrong number. Oh man, I've been in this Dave and Buster's for 35 years."
I thought we were friends, bro.
At first, did you think it was your subconscious like reaching out to you?
Do you get off
He
the
goes,
ground?
Yeah.
Dan has reached a level of alcoholism where he's created his own identity.
Come
And
to the
through
bar. See?
And he goes, it's actually your own brain telling you that. Jacob, you're not going to be able to get it back. So what you do is you do a follow-up email where you go, spank
want
bros. and then a couple extra exclamation points. Yo, spank bro.
No, I mean like in another. This is an uncensored channel, uncensored show.
Yeah, we're naughty, dude. We're the bad boys of
So
Sirius
we're,
XM.
We're allowed.
It's Wednesday.
To,
Can we bring back Whip It Out Wednesday? Or are we allowed
Sorry,
to bring up Opie and Anthony?
That's property.
That's
Jim
property?
Norton will come in here and punch you in the
Okay,
throat.
yeah, Opie, yeah.
Yeah.
My point is the show prep is uncensored too, so I'm allowed to
We-
send this stuff. But if I was working at Merrill Lynch, this would be my last day.
Yeah, you would. I'd tell you to pack up your cubicle. You're lucky that here sometimes show prep is watching gay porn or looking at
Yeah.
titties.
Should you send like a follow-up email that's like, please disregard?
JK.
Unless you're into it, then
Yeah.
right?
I said what happened on the air. I mean, it was an honest mistake.
Yeah, send this to 20 people or you will be haunted for
Or your
9
tits
years.
will fall off.
Yeah, you won't be allowed to have pets, healthy pets, for a decade.
It looks so
Damn,
bad.
Jacob,
It has
you were
my-
given a gift, and then you f***ed it up.
I was asked from a coworker to forward the pics,
Send
and I
some
did
titties.
that.
I just want to see what everybody was all up in arms about.
Yeah, that's
It's
it.
it's fan art.
And I sent it to A.
Art?
Lewitsky, not the Lewitsky.
I guess.
A body's just a body, guy.
Yeah,
Photography.
it is.
That
It's-
is
It
art.
was art. Can I say that? You showed me the photo. Can I even say that you're showing everybody here? No, he's
We'll
not.
talk about it next week. And yeah, I think the lady that sent it in wanted everybody.
But that body is art, right? We could say that.
I mean,
You could say anybody's art, but yeah, she had a nice.
Sure, we
body.
can say whatever we want. Yeah.
yeah.
Sure, we can just make shit. Yeah. All right. Good point.
I mean, yeah, dude, that body has caused men to lose jobs and sleep.
Yeah.
You see that body and you're like, oh yeah, there's a dude somewhere wherever she lives just punching a wall, being like, why won't she pick up my call?
Because you're in prison now, bud.
Yeah, because bud, you're locked behind the four walls. But Jacob, you just dropped that in someone's lap because you're such a good dude.
I try to be.
Now back to Lou,
decent person.
ignoring 23 calls, which is insane. First off, calling someone 23. Can we just, after 5 calls, if you're still trying, it's not like you're going to change your mind, you know? Like you ignore 5 calls in a row, the 6th call you're not going like, all right. It's like Will Ferrell and Austin Powers 3 times. She called me back 3 times. She calls you 20. How many?
When I'm having fun, the phone is off. I would never know until I turn it back on. It happened.
How did you know though? Because if you turn your phone on, you can't see how many missed calls.
I turned it on my walk home from the bar.
She called you 23 times on the walk home from the bar.
Oh no, sometimes it comes back. It depends on the phone.
Missed calls?
I know what you mean. Yeah, missed calls. Yeah.
I would still be like, if I saw 23, I'd be like,
Psychiatrists would say that that's a good thing, that you unplug, you disconnect from everyone and just enjoy your time.
That's right.
So I'm trying to make this a positive.
Okay,
He
but-
shut his phone off. And he's not addicted to his phone, you know.
Yeah.
Sure, but it's late at night.
Local
and
pervert
then-
supports supports Lewitsky.
Lou needs all the votes he can get, dude. He's just trying to get over it. Oh my God, I know that feeling you have right now.
I just love a Lou
My
before, like in the.
my whole, what's that sign? My name, address,
You have your dude.
title.
You have your title. You have your phone number in there. They can call you at work. Please, for the love of God, be a camper that these emails went to, and please call Jacob at work.
Jacob, are you sure you didn't send them to me on 2 different emails? Are you sure that one is not me?
He has a guy's face that does not look anything
I
like
mean, dude, it
He's
couldn't be
about
more
to
different.
reveal he has a second email
Oh, God.
and really fuck his trip.
He's just giving
Wait,
it
are
a-
you sure it's not my second email where girls send me titty photos?
What
Although,
about-
oh my gosh, I ruined the trip to Puerto Rico.
As he's saying it,
He just pulls out a gun.
he goes, no. Remember to send those to sexy Lewitsky at Gmail. Jesus Christ, they gave up.
Who loves jugs
Yeah.
at Hotmail?
Oh man, I'm gonna be hearing a lot about this from my second family. You have a second family? Ah, God, did it again.
God damn it! This is gonna be the longest plane ride of my life.
I just love that he's like, guys, what's, and then we come back from work, and the first like sound he puts is like, "Bitch."
Oh no, it's the time of the show where we find out who was a major bitch on Sunday night between the hours.
guys, you're blowing my spot up.
Guys, be cool.
Well, yeah, what point are you supposed to pick up? Because, yes, we can take that angle. That is wild, 23, right?
That is crazy.
But also, your phone, like, you did turn it off, you said. Okay. That's very 90s of you, man. That's very, nobody's doing that, you know?
Well, actually,
like,
the young kids
some
are
people would be
now.
like, you could have, like, that's a very dangerous thing, almost,
Dude, I
to
went-
not have your phone on.
I went to the dog park last week with my dog and I left my phone at home by accident, and I was like, "Oh, this is what the '90s were like."
Oh, I know,
It's
dude.
like walking around, you're like,
Yeah.
"Well, if I get hurt, Myrtle better go find someone like Lassie." 'Cause there really was a moment where I was like, "If I go down, dude," immediately I'm like, "What if I have a heart attack?" Because I'm at the dog park at night when there's no one there, and I'm like, "Oh man, Myrtle will eat my face." Like,
How many
old people
hours
does.
before they start eating you? before you die. I always wonder about that. Looking at my beautiful dog's eyes.
I
How
think
long would
about
it
that
take?
too. I thought about that when Katie was in L.A. last week. I was like, if I die right now, does Katie make it home before Myrtle eats me?
I think you get 12 hours, right?
I think you get like 48.
No, how much do they love you? I don't think that's true. I think that's a stereotype that people say because people are shitty. But I've seen videos of in Puerto Rico,
Oh, sure, yeah.
and where a dog will just sit by a guy who was stabbed to death, you know?
Yeah.
And the ambulance don't show up for an hour, and then even when the ambulance shows up, the dog is just there.
Yeah, that's like.
And that dog just died. That dog doesn't start chewing on a man.
Dude,
you know?
I bet it does though at a point.
At a point.
Yeah, because like it's cute when they wait.
Street meat, man.
I would
Yeah,
think the
for real.
rats would come first, and then the dog would kind of be attacked by the rats.
And Myrtle is
Either way, rough day for the guy.
Yeah.
And dog.
Well, you're dead.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Really rough day.
You're not feeling it.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You know who gets it the worst? Whoever adopts the dog after they've eaten the face, or if they don't destroy the animal.
No, because that's a dog that just had to do what it had to do.
That's
It's not
not-
like
that's
it's not like
not
an
how it
ape
works.
that
destroy an
ripped the
animal
lady's
if it
face.
eats a face?
You destroy an animal if it eats a face.
What if it's like a little guy?
Wait, what do you mean? No, I think you legally have to kill an animal if it eats a man's face.
Yeah, it's got to
You do?
be. It's got to be a
Well, I
statute.
think
guy's
legally
dead?
the
What if the guy's
court goes
dead?
like, "Hey, you can't have a dog in this town. Like, you don't get to
definitely-
live anywhere."
You definitely have to tell the next family that he ate the previous owner's face.
Yeah.
You go, actually, this dog belonged to an old man who died in his sleep, and then the dog did munch both cheeks off.
You really don't.
And then the
want that
dog's
dog.
like,
Yeah, you
can't
got a
sleep
pup
around
that's
that
humping
thing?
you.
yeah, you can't sleep around that thing if it's eating face.
What kind of dog you got?
Eerie.
Yeah, what's that?
Yeah, you don't want to be in a house with a dog that you know ate somebody's face.
Go to sleep, my.
See, my wife and I are like, so the other part of the problem, like, where if I'm having a bad day and my dog just goes up to me, she'll go, she knows.
Oh yeah.
She knows you're sad.
I know. You're like, I have cancer. It knows I have cancer.
It knows all the dark thoughts are back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It knows what
Like
I've
I'm
done.
like a Vietnam vet or something, you know? I'm just thinking about like I said, I bombed at Ochi's.
Katie's constantly trying to convince me that I'm worthy of love through the dog. She goes, see, the dog loves you. And I'm like, what is this see shit? I trust that Myrtle loves me enough. And she's like, no, see, she loves you. I'm like, bitch better love me.
What type of dog is she?
She's like a mutt. She got
Okay.
fat, dude. My
How
dog got
old?
fat. I got to get her skinny.
I mean, here's the thing.
I
is
just got
like
a
they
puppy.
would,
she's
I'm in
3.
Love, dude.
Oh,
I'm in
yeah.
love.
Oh,
4
yeah.
months old. Oh my! I'll
What
kill
kind of dog?
all of you. I'll just kill you.
That's what
I'll
I
just
mean.
Kill you. If she asks me tonight,
John,
I'll find you. And
Son
kill
of
you.
Sam and John Wick make a lot of sense when you have a dog.
Oh, when you have a baby that you love, yeah.
When you have a new dog, you're like, that John Wick franchise should have been made 20 years ago.
Yep.
Oh,
They were
yeah.
sitting on gold. And then anything, you're like, oh, fucking love you.
Yeah, I
Well, they
love
make
my
like
baby.
30 of those movies and then one just takes off. You know, it's like Taken. Like there's a million movies like Taken, but Liam Neeson figured
Yeah.
it out somehow.
Yeah, then made the kidnap movie the movie. get an
Ransom
email?
with Mel Gibson.
Give me back my son, dude. Did you get an email back yet?
No.
Him
Do you
just
have an
going,
AOL email?
No, it's 2023, guy.
Yeah.
You know what,
He
though?
does.
No, I do.
Oh, he does.
Oh,
You sent it to me twice.
you did get the other one.
So
God.
it didn't go to a random guy.
How do you not know I'm not?
Oh, it went to you.
I mean,
This is great.
Because a completely
Oh.
different face.
Honestly, I was.
What face
I was
do you
so
have on
impressed
your
with how
AOL
cool you
account?
were, because in my
Guys,
head I go,
guys, I
you'd
think
be
we're-
arrested.
Time out. I think we're starting to find out that Lou Witzke's got a dark little fucking
Yeah.
thing going.
Guys,
Wow.
Jacob's okay. Lou looks even worse.
Lou goes, did you turn that heat up in here? I'm sweating. What the
I said, AOL. I said, oh.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
I mean, you could have saved me the whole telling that on the air. If you went to your private email.
Yeah. I asked you minutes ago, are you sure you didn't send it to me twice? And you're like, that's preposterous.
You fucked.
No, I had your personal email on record, but okay.
Turns out you
but-
did, and then you
yeah.
spammed him with sweet titties.
That's right. I'm like, it wouldn't have popped up if you hadn't emailed the address before.
Yeah.
Big Jim, disregard everything you just heard the last 15 minutes.
Deleted. DJ Lou.
I'm not secretive.
I know you're bad at it. You're getting tracked by your girlfriend.
Go ahead, follow me. Anyone can follow me. I don't give a
Sounds like somebody who doesn't give a fuck.
This is how Big Chris and what's his name got you back to their house.
shots on me.
Yeah, they were like, this one's gonna be easy. I've been tracking him for a month. He goes, his lines are basically like a Pac-Man game. Damn, dude, this was a lot of drama today, but I feel like we really got through it. Jay's gonna be back next week. the Eagles lose the Super Bowl, Tuesday is going to be tough.
For you or just for Jay?
For all of us.
You care?
Christine is going to get the brunt of it.
Wait, do you care though?
I do care.
Yeah.
I really want them to win.
Black lose thumbs down. He wants Chiefs.
I think
through and
Mahomes
through.
is going to figure it out. I think he's going to figure him out.
He's going to crack the code. I just think it's fun. Like, it'll be funny if the Eagles lose. I want to see all of our friends care that they lost. It's funny to me.
Well, I just went through that with the 49ers and then had to do a very public apology to Joe DeRosa, who I threatened physical harm on. Because I was so upset that the 49ers lost.
Well, is DeRosa even a football fan?
No, he's not.
Care.
That's why it made me so
He just
angry.
likes igniting.
He has more like opinions on the Star Wars Cantina.
That's exactly it, dude. I got to find a reveal for the next Mandalorian to
he'll be the
sink
first
his
one to tell you
dumbass.
that too.
Yeah, no, he'll let it be known. But yeah, no, this
Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening. That was just a portion, a tiny sliver, a morsel of the entire show. You want the whole thing? Go to SiriusXM.com/bonfire for a special offer that is tremendous. It's so good.
It's going to make your family upset with you.
We're going to lose money over here. And you can go to BigJComedy.com and DanSoder.com for our stand-up dates.